have the squirrel issue big time, y'all. So we are all set. We are ready to rock. I am so excited to bring this training to you today. Blessed to have been with this company for almost a year and a half, guys. And through this year and a half, I have learned so much, not only about network marketing, but also really about myself as well. And, if you can, throw the cameras on, guys. Let me see. I hate looking at just myself. I want to see those faces. I want to see that happiness, even though I'm somewhat limited. I see Tink. She's got this big old smile on her face. And so obviously, I have been with network marketing for a while now. So this is not my first company. This is not my first rodeo. I was with another network marketing company prior to this. So in whole, I have been almost 5 years. Okay. Through my journey, I have done all the wrong things. Okay. Every single thing that you can do wrong, I did it. Every single thing. And I've learned how to do things right. But when I say wrong, I don't mean that there is a exact way to run this business, guys. What I mean is I did it all the wrong ways for me, right? And you hear all the time that you are supposed to share your story. Okay. And I wanted to start this off with sharing my story with you guys. Obviously, like I said, 5 years ago, I entered network marketing. I actually lived in Chicago. I was there, born and raised my whole life, 35 years. And, I had this opportunity thrown to me with network marketing. Now, at the time, and we're going to touch on this a little later, at the time, I was running restaurants 50 to 60 hours a week, guys. I have two amazing children that were under the age of 8 at the time. I was not only rehabbing a new house to move into with my soon-to-be husband, but I also was trying to get my house on the market. I was trying to plan a wedding. So when I say that there is no time, I didn't have the time. You guys, I am the first person to tell you that I did not have the time, but I saw an opportunity. So I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm going to try this out, see how it was. Well, I was successful with it. Okay. I'm not trying to be, I'm very modest, but I did well with it. And I was just trying to work it in and out, little things here and there, because I did love my job. I loved running restaurants. And about 4 years ago, my husband had the opportunity to move to Texas, which is where we are located right now. And, we decided as a family, just the four of us, that we were going to make this change. Well, what that means is that my job of running restaurants, right, thing of what I've always known is not going to happen anymore. So when we moved to Texas, we made that change. The network marketing was my main income. Okay. And guys, I wasn't successful anymore with it. Why? Because my mindset went to, I had to sell things. I had to sell these products as opposed to sharing my story, because I felt the pressure, right? I felt the pressure of having to bring that income in. And it was scary. And, that company itself didn't exactly have a great system. It was kind of icky. The integrity started to change. And, my team wasn't winning. My team was struggling. And, I just was like, this isn't working for me. Like, my soul was not happy. I didn't know what to do. But I honestly got a little jaded with the network marketing because I didn't know what was going on. And I was just getting that icky vibe. And so I decided to start teaching some fitness classes and yoga classes just to kind of supplement that income that I had lost. Well, that supplementation, that couple of classes that I taught turned into 18 to 20 classes a week. Okay. It was hard on me. It was hard on my body. I wasn't showing up for my family. I was stressed. I was just like beaten down. Okay. And when we moved down here, my husband got really sick, which even some of you that have known me on this journey aren't aware. And when I say he got sick, he got sick. He almost died. They didn't know what was wrong with him. And this is my story. And they could not figure out what was wrong with him. He was a miserable bastard. Okay, full disclosure. And I can't blame him. He was in pain every single day. He hurt. He was going through surgery after surgery. He had a spinal fusion where they literally replaced discs in his neck. They could not find out what was wrong. My anxiety and my depression was at an all-time high. I always suffered, but we as people have to be strong, right? And especially like as women, and I'm talking to the women and the mom right now, and even the men and the fathers, like we have to be strong. We always have to show this, perfect, strong person. And, we got it all together. Well, guess what? I'm a hot mess, man. I still am now. But back then, I just lost it. I didn't have a support system. My other network marketing company, it wasn't a family. Like it wasn't. They just wanted that cash. They wanted that paper. I was pouring so much into teaching 20 fitness classes a week, feeling into my students, trying to take care of my kids, my husband. And, it was like I was at my breaking point. And I fell into a super deep depression. I did the bare minimum to be there for my children. And I would get them to school. I would get them here. I would get them all over the place, right? Because that's what we had to do. We had to show up. But guess what? When they came home from school, mommy was laying in bed. I hit such a low in my life that they wanted to put me on medications. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying, anti-meds, anything, but just understand this is me. This is my story. And this is where I have to share this with you guys just so that you can understand. I don't drink alcohol. I don't put anything into my system that does not serve me. I did not want to take the medications, but I knew that I had to because I didn't have anything else. I could not find a break. And I was in bed on the meds, going through my dailies, trying to breathe, and I lost all of me. I lost who I was. And the meds really just threw me for a loop, guys. It's my body, different compositions. I felt like I was in a fog all the time. I couldn't formulate sentences. I was not myself. And here I am still hiding in my bedroom. And here I am scrolling on Facebook. And I saw a friend of mine posting about Happy Coffee. And now back then, guys, this was a year and a half ago. We only had coffee, Xanthomax, and chocolate. That was it. And, I kind of watched her and I was like, yeah, okay. Because I'm the most skeptical person in the world. Okay. Like I do not believe anything that anyone tells me. Here I go, another snake oil company trying to throw things at me, and I kept watching her while I'm laying in bed. And finally I was like, you know what the hell do I have to lose? Right. And I reached out to her. And, I said, listen, I see that it's all about this weight loss. Like, dude, I have no weight loss to have. But I'm hurting. Like my heart hurts, my soul hurts. And she goes, you got a 30-day money back guarantee on this. Like, I'm telling you that you are going to feel better. So what I did is I didn't trust in the products. Okay. I trusted in her. Because she's telling me that I can feel better. Still super skeptical, guys, but I'm like, screw it, 30-day money back guarantee. And understand at this time, my finances went from doing really well with that network marketing company to doing really bad. At this time, my husband, we finally had gotten a diagnosis, and he was somewhat on the up and up in the mend. So of course, when he got stronger, I got worse, right? Because we have to rely on that person to keep us there. And so my products came in, needless to say, and I took it. Guys, when I say like colors, you can't explain a feeling. Colors became brighter. Like I was happier. And I get emotional when I say this because anybody that has felt down and out, and I know that I'm talking to every single one of you at one point in time, you don't think that things can be better. You don't feel that it's worth it. You're worth it to be better, right? And it was just like, all of a sudden, it was like the elephant that sat on my chest, gone. The colors were brighter. My kids walked in the room and I smiled. And I was like, holy poop. There's something here. I can't believe I was following her for such a long time, and I waited this long to feel this good. It was a light bulb moment for me, guys. And at that time, I was still getting residual income from my other company. Okay. I also was working my husband's leg in that company as well. So I had an income coming in that was pretty substantial. And I knew that I had to put this in as many people's hands as I possibly could. It was not about the money. It really wasn't, even though we were struggling at that time. I was still getting this, but my biggest fear was starting something new. I had already been jaded before in the past, right? I had already been, not aligned. And, I always say that God put something in your hands for a reason at the right time. And I was just like, okay, what's this all about? Right? Like, I've already done this, I did well with it, but, I had some issues and, so she explained it to me and I was like, well, what do I have to lose? Right? I want to share this. I need to share my story. I need to share my experience. And she explained to me that the culture that we had here in this company was unlike any other. Yeah, okay. I've heard that before too, right? Most of us have. But I knew that what this product did for me, if I could have at least changed one person's life, then I've done my due diligence. I'm a helper. I'm a people pleaser. I want to make people happy. I want to make people smile. So now that anyways, so we fast forward now, right? Here's my story. There's my story in a nutshell. And I decided that I was going to go gung ho. I resigned from my other network marketing company. I had to tell my husband that, hey, honey, just so you know, I'm going to quit this other company. I'm going to quit the thousands of dollars of income that we're already, making. So this is going to be kind of rough, but, I've got to do this. I've got to share. And he's just like, okay, if that's how you feel and that's where your heart's at. So fast forward through my journey. My first month, I knew I just had to share. Gavin told me, you've got to go live and you got to share your story. And I'm like, no. You guys, I am an introvert. It sounds funny. You've heard me before talk and I've done trainings and but like legit, I'm like, the Facebook stories freaked me out. But he's like, no, you have to share your story. You have to tell people like why you left this company, right? Because I was worried. I was with that company for 4.5 years. And, I went on sitting there shaking like a leaf, but I shared my truth and I shared my story. And in my first month, I got 28 customers. In my second month, I got another 20 some. I got probably 4 or 5 brand partners that joined on with me. And all I did, guys, was share my truth, share my story, even when I was scared to death. Okay. And if you're on this call right now with me, and you are hoping that I am going to give you the golden ticket to be a millionaire in this business, you might as well hop off right now, because I cannot give you all of the answers. Okay. I can just tell you what has worked for me, but I can also tell you that all the answers to every single thing that you need to be successful with this business is at your fingertips. You guys, we have an amazing culture. We have amazing leaders. We have a simple 4-step process. And I actually saw Jerry hop on. Jerry West did a Zoom, or he did a Saturday training a couple of weeks ago. Zoomreplay.com, again, zoomreplay.com, that I couldn't even touch how Jerry broke down that 4-step system, okay? We have a system to follow. We have customer pages, whether it's health, wealth, and happiness, your daily dose, whatever it is. And you guys, the only thing that is holding you away from being successful is your own success. Sorry, my dog is going crazy right now. The only thing that is holding you back is you. See, yes, thank you. My daughter's like, Odin. We have a simple system. We say, share your story. Everybody's going, hi, Odin, that knows my dog. I have a Great Dane. Anyways, there is no need to reinvent the wheel here, guys. Okay. If you're coming into this business, whether you have been here for a week or whether you have been here for 3 years, you stay with the system. You start to reinvent that wheel. Guess what? You're not going to be successful. And here I am. I'm going to spit some truth at you, and I'm going to say some things that may kind of hit too hard to home, but it's true. If you turn around and go, I am going to share this, and I am going to create a Facebook page, and then I'm going to invite all my friends, and then it's going to be all towards all of these products. And then what's going to happen? You're going to add 20 of your friends into this, and then you're going to blow them up with all of these products, and they're going to be like, I don't stop selling to me. They want to hear your story. If you are on Facebook, okay, and here's my thing. I became very successful with this business with social media. Why? Because I moved to Texas 4 years ago. I left my group. I left my people. So my success has been from sharing my story, from attraction marketing, from doing what my leaders told me to do. Okay. And here's the difference. I was coachable. I was like, listen, I got to share this. How do I do it? How do I do it effectively? Okay. And here is the thing. You don't reinvent the wheel. You turn around 4 things, guys, when you're talking to somebody. Hey, Mary Ellen, I know that this sounds, super random, but do you drink coffee or tea at all? And she goes, yeah. Well, have you heard about the happy products that everyone is talking about? Because now Mary Ellen's going, everybody's talking about it and I haven't. No, what is it? Share your story. Now, here's where I say there is no diarrhea of the mouth, okay? There is no, oh my God, this made me do this, and I've done this, and I've done this, and then it does this, and it has Xanthomax, and it's got antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, and I've never felt that. Stop, okay? Just stop. Mary Ellen, girl, I was so skeptical about this, but I saw my friend Sharon, and I realized that I had to give it a shot, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and no other supplementational company out there, offers that because they know what they have is genuine. And so I figured I'd give it a shot, and oh my gosh, and it's your story, guys. I lost weight. My anxiety and depression have lessened. I feel happy. I can play with my kids. I'm able to multitask through the day. I can put whatever it is, short, quick, and concise, and be like, here's my thing. Do you have any health and wellness goals, that you would hope to achieve? Or do you have anything going on? Talk to me. Learn about them. Be the master asker. always ask questions. Why? Because you know that you're going to have to respond back, right? If I'm like, Mary Ellen, do you have any health and wellness goals, or like, how you been feeling lately? I know life is crazy, like, talk to me, girl, like, what's going on? And Mary Ellen's like, well, you know what? Like, I've been really stressed. I lost my job over COVID, this or that. Then you relate to them. You build that trust. You talk to them. You share. And you give them a tool. Hey, like, just so you know, I'm not pushy at all. And this is where I always do this. I'm not pushy at all, but I'm kind of being pushy because I'm already about to tell you what I'm going to do. But are you open to like watching a quick little 2-minute video about what these products are all about? Like, no big deal if you're not, but I want to share this because I know how much it's done for me and my family. Video. Or, hey, I want to add you into a customer page, or my health, wealth, and happiness page, or my your daily dose, whatever that customer page is that you guys are in. And once you accept the invite, I want to tag you in a couple of things because you're saying that you have weight loss that you need to achieve. So I want to show you other people's success stories. Then have that customer page do the work for you. Nora accepts the invite from Mary Ellen. Then Mary Ellen goes in, searches weight loss, finds a couple of really heavy things that'll relate to them, tag them, and here's the key: follow up with them. Hey, did you get a chance to watch that video? Isn't it amazing? And then they're going to go, oh, well, I haven't gotten a chance yet. Or, yeah, it really was. What was your favorite part about it? Keep asking questions. Or the customer page. Hey, did you see those things that I tagged you in? Like, I know you're super busy. I just wanted to kind of follow back up with you. Make everything that you do natural and organic, guys. The minute you are selling a product, you are going to lose people. Think about it. Your daily, when you scroll, through your Facebook pages, through your Insta, through your whatever, you start seeing someone and they're going like this, and they're like, hey, and they have a product in their hand, or they have a picture of something. Like, listen, I don't want to be sold anything. Like, and that's not the way that you do it. You just stay relatable, you share your story, and you connect them to a tool. Why am I going to reinvent the wheel, guys, when everything has already been, put out there for us? Simple 4-step system. Ask the questions. Make sure that you're connecting with people. This is network marketing, network, talking to people, reaching out to people. And here is the biggest thing. You ready? You need to have a network. You need to know people because you are going to notice that the less people that you have that warm market, you have your friends, you have your family, that may or may not support you. You're going to have those initial orders that come in, right? Just like I did, that first month, boom, 26, second month, 20, and then what happens? It starts to kind of slow down because you're already going through those people that you're already, have exposed all of these to. You have to be able to continue to increase your network. And you've got to just be authentically you, okay? Listen, I'm not Gavin. I'm not Ricky. I'm not Shweta. I'm not Tony. I am not anyone else out on here, in here. I am me. And I love me for exactly who I am because it took a really long road to get where I am now in this world. There's no such thing as a perfect way to do this business, okay? And the more that you learn as you go, the more you grow. Like I said to you in the beginning of this, I learned all the wrong ways. I was forced to reach out to people, right? Because I was listening to, my leaders, and I was forced to reach out to people. And literally, all of you have gotten this in your Facebook, and please put a 1 when I say this. Hey girl, just wondering if you wanted to be my 90-day product model. I just released this new thing that's going to get you happy, healthy, and wealthy. And, what do you think? I can get you a huge discount. You've never talked to me, and here come the ones. You have never talked to me. You have never, reached out to me. And now all of a sudden you're going to just start blowing up my inbox because you want to sell me a product. This little finger in between here, guys. Come on. My favorite is when people come to me and they go, Lise, I'm just wondering, I've got this huge weight loss shake that's coming out, and I wanted to know if you could, test it for me and blah, blah, blah. Have you looked at my Facebook page? Have you even looked at my picture? Really? All you want to do is sell your product to me? So no, I'm good. But do me a favor. And if you want to actually learn how to network market and be successful with your business, let's talk sometime. Because what you're doing right now, I can guarantee you in 6 months from now, you're not going to be successful. So I'll just be here waiting. Some people aren't as bold as me, okay? But I did that, and then I felt icky, right? Because my leaders are telling me to do this 5 years ago. So I'm doing it, and then I'm hearing the no's, and then I'm hearing the whatevers, and then I'm just like going, but I don't like it. But this is the way that I'm supposed to work my business. No, guys. Build friendships, build relationships, learn about people, but learn there is a way to be able to start reaching out to those people, which I'm going to go through in a minute, of the people that you never have spoken to before, without being a spam, right? Because that person that just asked you to be their 90-day model literally has copy pasted to all of her friends, his or her friends, excuse me. So this is the biggest thing that I wanted to kind of focus on here, because I do have the squirrel, is your mindset, okay? Your mindset is key to your success. You are the only person that is in charge of your success. I cannot blame Gavin, okay? Gavin's obviously my upline, guys. And I'm using that as an example. I cannot blame Gavin for me not, being successful. I can't blame Gavin because I didn't get my 7 customers. I can't blame Gavin because you know what? It's ultimately up to me to do the business and to work my business and to find the time and to do the consistency. And you know what? And then when I'm feeling down, guess what? I know I can reach out to Gavin. We as leaders, and every single one of you is leaders, even if you don't have one single brand partner underneath you, even if you have 1, 2, 3, or 4, we all are leaders. We're leading ourselves to become a better version of ourselves. And I tell my team all the time, look, I'm not going to check in on you. Okay. I'm not going to be the person I'm going to check in on you and love on you, but I'm not going to be that person that's going to go, hey, Disa, how you doing today? Are you working your business? Did you talk to customers? Did you reach out? Cause guess what? I'm not your boss. Your boss checks in on you. Your boss sits here and tells you what to do, but also understand that you lead yourself. And when you're not feeling like a leader, when you're not feeling like whatever you're doing isn't working, right? Or you're not yielding the results, or you're not doing what's going on, that's when you need to reach out. And I've done it. I know all the leaders that are on this have done that, because I am still human. I still get frustrated. I still get down. And when I know that, sometimes I already know what my answer is, right? I already know why I'm not successful. And it's funny because I'll go to Gavin and I'll turn around and I'll go, look, I'm really getting frustrated, XYZ, but I already know why, this isn't happening, but I need this, but I'm feeling, it's like that bouncing back and forth. And I just need him to turn around and go, get out of your damn way, dude. The only person that is in charge of your own success is you. And that sometimes hits home, right? Because I know that I can make that phone call. Every single one of you on here can make a phone call, a text, a Facebook message to anyone in this company. You can reach out to me at any time and go, hey, Lise, you know what? I am feeling kind of down and a little frustrated and whatever. And guess what? I'm going to lift you up, because that culture that we have here is true and genuine. 60,000 thoughts go through our head every single day. Okay? 60,000. Even when we're sleeping, our brain doesn't shut off. Our brain is processing everything that we've just gone through the day. And you will never be able to shut your mind off, but you'll always be able to quiet it. Okay? But here's the kicker. Out of those 60,000 thoughts a day, 80% of them are negative. 80%. We are so hard on ourselves. We don't feel like we're the best mother. We don't feel like we're the best spouse, the best partner, the best parent, the best worker, the best what. We are the biggest critic of our own selves. And when that happens, that 80% takes over, right? And it takes 21 days to change a habit, patterns, and routines. Out of that 80,000, I want to have that 20. And I want to be able, over those 21 days, to turn around and every single day be blessed for what I have, even when I'm having a bad day, as opposed to turning around and being sad, because it's easy, as Cassandra Nagel will tell you, to sit in your dirty diaper. And this is my favorite analogy. It is so easy to complain. Man, my body hurts. Oh my gosh, I just got this bill. I'm so tired. I can't do this. I don't have the time. I don't have this. It's easy to do that. And the minute that you stay into those negative thoughts is the minute that you lose success with anything and everything that you do in a business, in a company, in your heart, in your soul, and who you are as a person. 80%, guys. It's okay to be down. It's okay to be sad. But then when do you say enough is enough? And maybe some of you on here, that was your why of getting started with this company. You were sick and tired of being broke. You were sick and tired of being tired. And you decide to go all in, because I'm telling you, this is what happens. You go all in, you're going to start sharing to people, and then what's going to happen? They're going to tell you no. And then what's going to happen? Those negative thoughts, that 80% is going to tell you, Lisa, what the hell are you thinking? What did you do? I can't believe this. I'm second guessing myself. Like, should I even do this? Like, if she says no, if this one person says no, then apparently the whole rest of the world is going to say no, right? No. No just means not now, guys. You are going to hear no all the time. And all I always say to myself is, okay, well, I guess they're just not ready to be blessed with these amazing products and this opportunity. But they will be. And I keep them on my list. And I continue on loving on them and reaching out to them and just seeing how their day goes. And that's all that we can do, is just continue to build and increase our network, share our story, don't sell the product. And, sometimes I have on these past trainings, I have opened it up for questions, but instead, because that gets a little crazy sometimes, I asked my team over the last couple of days the question of what they wished they knew in the beginning of starting this business. And I also asked them, because I do have obviously newer, brand partners, what their struggles are. Because at least I can give that small little, and they shared with me, to be able to share it with you guys. My first one, and I wrote them down so I didn't squirrel, is time management. So a lot of my team members, which I'm sure just like you and myself, struggle with time management. They feel like they don't have enough time. They have a full-time job. They've got a 9 to 5. They've got children, family life, right? Not everyone is blessed to be able to do this business full-time. So with that, I say, you have to be intentional with your time. And guys, just like I said in the beginning of this, when I first started, I worked 50 to 60 hours a week. 50 to 60, 2 young kids, rehabbing a house, planning a marriage, selling a house. You want to talk about the woman that didn't have the time, but I made time. How do you do that, Lisa? How do you make time? Well, I wake up a half an hour earlier if I have to. I lose on my sleep because we have amazing products that help keep us awake and happy, right? What else do you do, Lise? Well, I cut out Netflix. Shocker. I know, guys. I may have just hit everybody in the jugular on that one. I gave up certain things that brought me joy, right? It's okay to be able to decompress. But I also did that because I know it's a short-term thing that I needed to do to yield long-term results. You always have time. There is always time. And if you're telling me that you don't have time, and here comes the truth, then you're lying. You're lying to yourself, and you're doing a disservice to yourself. You're doing a disservice to your business. And quite frankly, you're doing a disservice to everyone that truly needs these products, like me, in their life. You have to be intentional with the time that you do have, whether that is setting an alarm, okay? And going, for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to set this alarm and I am going to reach out and I am going to ask people how their days are, or I'm going to intentionally comment on people's posts. Because what happens? The scroll gets real. And then we get lost in Facebook and Instagram worlds. And then we start watching everybody. And then we start looking at different things. And the next thing we know, we've lost 2 hours of our time. DMOs, daily method of operations, checklists. If you do not have a DMO, get one now. If you don't know what your DMO should look like, reach out again to someone, your upline who got you started, feel free to reach out to me. We have them all over the place. DMO checklists. That checklist will keep your time efficient and effective. And then, quite frankly, I kind of get excited when I do my checklist, because then I feel accomplished, because I'm sitting there with my pen and I'm going, yes, look at everything that I did today, right? You're going to have to give up something, or you're just going to have to really reevaluate what you're doing on a daily. So the next thing that my team said was being scared to increase their network. It's scary, right? When I first started network marketing, I had 200 friends on Facebook. It was private. I didn't want people to know who I was, what I was, my family. I didn't know how to reach, out to randos, that I always say, and I didn't know if I really wanted that, and I realized that with that 200 people, right? Guess what? Those 200 people already see what I'm doing and see what I'm sharing. And after a month, Those 200 people either want it or they don't, or they're going to continue to watch me, which is great. And I love everybody for where they are in this, in this business and in this place with me. But I have to add more people. And that's where that, we have that intentional warm market. And if you do not increase your network, who are you going to share your story and share these products with? Find people with common interests. You don't have to go into it, and please do not be that person that when you immediately add someone, they accept your your request, and then you see it and you go, "Hey girl, how you doing? Have you ever heard of Happy Coffee and what it is? And this is what's going on." Build the relationship. But at least, how do I build the relationship? Okay. Find people with commonalities. If you're a mother, go find a mom's group around the area. If you are into cars, go find some Facebook, and I'm just keeping Facebook here just because, like I said, that's where my big part is and where my success is. Find, whatever car show, oldie car show Facebook groups. I personally am part of a Great Dane group, ironic as you just heard him. And I just go in and every day I add 10 people. And when they accept my request, I just go, "Hey, thanks so much for, accepting my request. Like, I saw that you're in this Great Dane group. Like, what kind of dog do you have?" Be the master asker. "Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I have a 5-year-old Great Dane, yada, yada, yada." You build conversation. This is building relationships, not selling a product. And then you start learning more about them. "So what do you do for a living? You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Well, I just appreciate the connection. I got to go run. I got a meeting, but, I hope to connect with you soon." Boom. Now you've accepted a friend. Now you've talked to them. And now they're going to start organically seeing your attraction marketing posts, your story, and you're going to start piquing their curiosity while still building relationships. Okay. And let's see, what was the other one? There was a third one. Increased network, time management, consistency. And my team had said, being consistent. And it was really funny because as they're sharing this with me, they're then turning around going, "I know I need to be more consistent. And I know that I haven't done this." And they already know what they are or not doing. But consistency just comes down to those patterns and routines. Consistency just comes down to having that DMO, having a clear focus on what you truly want. And ultimately, that brings us to our why. Okay? There's a reason every single one of you have joined this business. And that's your reason. Some it's money. Some it's to share, their, as many products and make people happy. We all have different goals of why we first joined. But we also have our why of what we want this business to do for us. What do we hope to accomplish? And no matter what level you are at, whether you just got started yesterday, whether you started 6 months ago, whether you've been with this company from day one, 3 years ago, your why, just like life, is going to change. And your why should change for the better each time. You guys, when I ended up, my first why of this company was literally to make the income that I was making with the other company that I left, right? And to help people. And that's where I said, I wanted to change as many people's lives, but ultimately the financial goal was to get that back to even out. I did that in 2 months. Then I'm like, okay, what's my why? Because everyone's telling me there's a why, there's a why. Okay, I don't want to teach 18 to 20 fitness classes anymore because, I want to do it because I love it, not because I have to. I did that in about 5.5 months. And my why continuously changed. And the thing is that I was dreaming too small. I was dreaming too small. Everybody says dream bigger. You hear it all the time in this company, dream bigger, and then 10x it, and then, wish for the world. Ultimately, what could you have if you could do anything in your life and have unlimited income? And my why had continued to change. And all of a sudden I realized what my true why was. And that's to bring my husband home. And that's a big why, guys. And my why continuously gets better because I'm dreaming bigger. You guys can't give up on your dreams. We feel like we're not worthy of our dreams. We feel like we can't accomplish certain things because our whole life, we've always been so hard on ourselves. Our entire life. The minute you stop dreaming, the minute you stop believing in yourself, is the minute that your soul dies. It's the minute that all your dreams go out the window. I would have never guessed in a million years that I'd be where I am right now in front of you. A year and a half ago, I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't breathe. I did not know where the next paycheck was going to go from my husband to try to balance this out because we, got so involved in so many things and moved away and life changed and our patterns changed. The minute that you stop believing that you are not worth your dreams is the minute that you allow that mindset, that 80% to take over. The hardest thing in this life is to be accountable for your own actions. It is really easy to place the blame on every single other person when you're not seeing results. It is really easy to go, oh, well, it's just because, Gavin's so personable and, and Kirsten knows, how to do these things. So that must be why they're successful, as opposed to taking that deep down, hard look into you. You have to be able to be uncomfortable to become comfortable. And that's with anything in this life, but especially in this business. Things that do not scare you do not serve you. It is so easy to sit back and do the bare minimum and, just go, oh, okay, I added friends and I put a post out there. Well, guess what, guys? Just because you put a post out there, your friends don't see it. And if you expect them to come to you and go, oh my gosh, I just saw your post. I want to buy your product. It's not going to happen, you guys. You have to be intentional. You have to build those relationships. And you have to know that you are worthy of so much more than you give yourself credit for. The minute that you forget that is the minute that you lose your time management, that you lose your consistency, that you lose your drive, that you lose every single thing and you lose your why. I can't even imagine if I would have let those no's and let those people that turned around and they're like, oh, Lise, what are you doing now? Get to me. It took a long time to get to where I am, to know that I'm not going to get hurt when people tell me no. It took a long time to build myself up to be the person that I am. And you guys, all you need to know is you're beautiful. You're worth it. And this business is going to give you every single thing that your heart desires. I am not a smoke and mirrors. I am not a fluff. I am the first person to be skeptical of every single dang thing because I have been burned so much in my life. This company shows up every single day. This company will give you that life. But here's the thing. You can't compare your journey to anyone else's. None of us are the same. God made us, every single one of us, in his own vision, in his own way. And that's why I always like to say that I am one of a kind. But my journey is not going to be Kirsten's. My journey is not Kel's. My journey, it may take me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years to get to my ultimate goal. But all I know is that I ain't stopping. And I know that the harder that I work and the more focused I stay, because all of that negativity is going to keep coming in. And it's kind of like you're sitting there and you're going, no, don't do it. I got it. Suzanne, you got this. You've got this. You just have to realize you're worth it. You focus on your mindset first and foremost. You never lose focus of that why. We say to build a dream board, okay? Full disclosure, I am not an artsy fartsy person. I do not have a dream board. But what I do have is I have an expo marker that I have on my mirror in my bathroom, literally, that says, I am worthy. I will be what my goal is. You've got this. And every single day, I see it in the mirror. It reminds me to refresh, refocus, and reset. Follow the symptoms, follow the system, guys. Don't be afraid to reach out with questions. You are not the expert. I am not the expert. And the minute that you start posturing yourself as having all of the answers is the minute that that person sees that they could never do this business because you have all the answers for them. So with that being said, it is 11:55. I told you guys all in the beginning that I had major issues with trying to get my stuff worked out, but a lot of people are book readers, intentional. They have quotes, they have, inspirational things. And as I've said that I'm a little one of a kind, I wanted to share with you a song. Okay, I'm music. Music fills my heart, fills my soul. And I wanted to end this with a quick 2.5 minutes. So if you guys are done and need to hop off, please do. I just want to be respectful of everyone's time and end on time at 12. But I want you just to listen to the words of this song. And men, I apologize. So you're going to have to insert man where it says woman. When it says baby girl, switch it to baby boy. Okay. So be a little work. So here we go. I want you guys to listen to this. I hear it. I know exactly what you're thinking. I've had those thoughts a million times. I can see the question that's behind your eyes. Oh, you're searching for your peace of mind. Now listen up to this truth. You are me and I am you. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. I know your life, I felt your pain. I know your joys and your shame. Sometimes it feels like life walks over you, oh, like you're a penny on the ground.
But either on the ground or in your purse, the smallest piece still holds its worth. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman, every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman, every one of us is worthy. Worthy of love, worthy of life, worthy of saying no when something don't feel right. This is a song for you, for all the ups and downs that life will put you through. Oh, so listen up to this truth. You are me and I am you. Every one of us is worthy. Yeah, baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy.
Every one of us is worthy. Ups and downs, life, everything that happens and in our way. That is called India Irie. It's by India Irie. Her name, and it's worthy. And you are all worthy of love. You are all worthy of life. You're going to have ups and downs, but it's knowing that, guys, your dreams are worth it. Thank you so much for allowing me to share. I hope that you found some tidbits. I'm more about mindset, guys, than anything else. Just remember on this Saturday, with lots of exciting things coming with this company, like the Shake on Monday and everything else. You're worthy. Don't lose sight of your focus. Don't lose sight of your why. And know you are exactly where you are meant to be at this moment. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Thank
That was really
you.
valuable. Thank you.
Thank you,
Very
Lisa.
So
encouraging.
wonderful.
Thanks,
Welcome.
Lisa.
Woohoo!
Thank
Thank you, Lisa.
Woo.
You're awesome.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.